Just so quick, so athletic, gets the ball to the basket. Very well.
Fifth in the conference in assists, and maybe a little disconnect from a week off for the Tigers with a couple turnovers as Theresa Hagans Jr., the freshman from New York, lifts the lid 2 minutes in.
Turnover there by Mia Moore, and here we go. Transition basketball, little bump there.
Hagans averaging over 7.5 points per game. Gives the Panthers the lead as Rachael Rose comes off the bench, and she's stripped by Hagans. 3 early Panther turnovers. 10 seconds to shoot. Clemson looking for their first bucket, and it's Augustinaite. Drills it. And that's going to be the showcase tonight for Clemson, huh?
2-1. Three-quarter court press, falling back into the 2-3 zone. So best way to beat the zone is make those outside shots.
Johnson's a little bit tighter for these two sides, trying to find a rhythm on a Sunday afternoon as Hagans moves well, and she has that New York guard to hold her own, and Perriman skies in for the board.
Good rebound.
Augustinaite. She also does not take too many two-point shots, but posted up against Thompson. Moore looking to run. Raven up and under. She's coming off 2 perfect games from the field, 6 for her last 6, and we're tied at 9. 1-0 in the ACC as Pitt hoping to join them in the ranks atop the conference. As we've got a defensive-heavy start to this one as Taylor Johnson-Matthews. Mentioned Johnson-Matthews, 3 of her last 4 games, coach. She's had 10 or more points, and now a turnover forced by the senior. Augustinaite on the dish from Thompson, and that's a foul and the bucket, and the Tigers are on a roll.
Got a finger on that ball and chased it down. Here we go. Raven makes a good, timely pass to Augustinaite.
What is it? You shoot for the stars, and if you fall, you land in the clouds.
Exactly.
Just over 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Johnson-Matthews from just shy of that Tiger print logo, and it's 17-9 Tigers here on this deep shot.
Yeah, well, it's just a standing jump shot from beyond the arc there. And,
small lineup in blue. 3 seconds to shoot. Augustinaite throws up the offensive chance for Hines, who cleans it up, and it's 19-9. Coach, the team in Pitt is only 0 for 3 from distance as Augustinaite, and the Tigers are 3 for 6 and a 17-0 run. They haven't seen it yet through a quarter for number 21 in blue. A slip pass into Hines, taken away cleanly by Hagans Jr. She'll drive in on Kohn and finish, so Theresa Hagans Jr. leads the... Rachael Rose drives with the left, and that's a pleasant sight for Clemson fans as Rachael Hagans tries to find a spot and force the 3, and if you're Clemson, that's what you want, huh?
Absolutely.
Kohn in transition, one of the best 3-point shooters in Chattanooga history. That is quite a wingspan. Thompson gets it back to Kohn. The Tigers are triggering from 3. They're 5 for 11 today. Hagans and Hollingsworth connect on the turnover.
Rachael Rose got to recognize the passing lane.
Hagans quick to that baseline, able to beat the best of the season if it continues as Rose gets by Jenkins. Good extra pass by Thompson, and Rachael Rose connects. Mia Moore started that sequence, and she'll pick up another loose ball. Points off of turnovers. So pivotal for Clemson. They've got 10 of them and lead by 21. Hagans has been the majority of scoring, 11 of the 14. And you could add 3 more to it. Theresa Hagans Jr. is 6 for 7 from the field.
Until now.
In fact, Hagans is the only Panther on the floor with a point, but Kohn answers with a haymaker. Trying to work off of their largest lead of 21. Perriman will stretch it to 24, and this is can't-miss range for everyone in white. Right on the side of Tori Verdi. Thompson into triple coverage. It was well defended and tipped away by Jahate. You know how dependent they are on that 3-point game.
There's the double team.
Yep, comes to Jahate, leaves an open man, and that is Hollingsworth, the freshman from Ottawa. Coach Poppie did tease he wants Raven to shoot a couple more threes, but why would you take it out of hands of number 11, Rusne, Augustinaite out of Lithuania. Pitt kind of cycling through a man-to-man defense here. Augustinaite finds herself open again, and it's shooting practice.
Good find by Raven Thompson.
Chalk down another assist. Number 13 for Clemson compared to just 1 for Pitt here this afternoon. Perriman with a laser beam picked up by Thompson, and she'll draw the foul and convert as the Tigers eclipse 50.
Up the garbage just like she did right there, and finishes. And that's a compliment. That's not a negative.
Defense has taken over here, but Mia Moore able to sneak it in. Her 4th point of the 3rd, I should say. Moore, the team's leader in points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game. There's an offensive board brought in by Jahate, and maybe a bit of a gift found on an air ball.
That was ranked.
Yeah, 8-point loss against the Spartans. You're right about that. Taylor Matthews connects. Yeah, Rust coming off of 38 minutes a week and a half ago against Mississippi State. She is bodied by Hines for this rebound. Moore. Oh, good decision by Rose, who runs into a wall. Fouled by Macy Arsner, and 1 for Rachael Rose.
Good job with the shot fake right there. Boom, get that big gal out there on her and then blow by her. On the fast, well, Mia Moore and Rachael Rose both on the floor at the same time, give them 2-point guards.
And speaking of Moore, she bursts from the side. Jahate.
Yeah.
As there's a look at Moore. Hagans finds a spot and picks up her first bucket of the second half. Is there something that Clemson has done defensively against her that you've seen?
Well, I think just probably a good tail chewing by Coach Poppie at halftime.
Hines has a second chance putback, and compared to 4 for Pitt. As Hagans, well, she's got 5 points in the second half now, all coming in the last 2 possessions.
Didn't take long. Hagans Jr.
Yeah, you know, we did a little bit of research on that, as Johnson is going to get teed up for talking trash following that second chance game. 6 seconds to shoot for Moore. Crafting through. Oh, a little inbound look for Hines, goes through the wickets. Hagans bursting the other way. She'll eclipse 20 points and a new career high for the freshman. Pitt coming off of a loss to Mississippi State Thursday to take on St. Francis. I'll show you Pitt's schedule here in a minute as Rose drives with the left, and Rachael Rose has had Jahate shot puts that one in.
Yeah, there's a sophomore Miller coming in there making a play.
How about this? Holland Harris earns the contact and finishes for the and 1. Clemson, they have scored 70 or more points in all 7.
Very good freshman to go with that recruiting class that he's got coming in. Be young, but you know, if a dog's gonna bite you, it'll bite you when it's a pup.
32 points behind 13 by Kohn, 19 from Augustinaite, and the largest victory.